This is the Paw Paw section and all sorts of stuff. Peach, Asian pear, persimmons, Asian persimmons, plums, elderberry. So, and there's our asparagus patch, which I'm kind of experimenting this year. And we have the blackberry patch, just for reference how close these things are to, let's say, the treehouse. So I mowed, so finally cleared these things, and I'm using this ring mulch. I've doubled it. It's not really concerned with the roots with Paw Paw because they are taproot. They're very deep, vertical. The other ones I need to make sure there's kind of a clearance on the base. So, and I stake this a lot, so none of it would kind of pop out. It is permeable. Water just goes through there, so, and it's quite sturdy. The only thing that you need to watch out for is after mowing, like what I did here, you need to make sure you use a leaf blower to get rid of all those debris, because that would have seeds, and then any of that matter, after a while it piles up, it becomes growing material. So you just got to make sure it's clear so that it doesn't, you don't start having grass on top. Other thing you could do is when you're mowing, make sure you set your mower at a nice height so you don't scrape that all the way to the bottom. And of course, occasionally you're gonna need to have to do manual weeding on some parts, but pretty much it's very minimal, especially when the heat comes and a lot of this grass, when you're not watering, will not make it. It'll just turn brown. So I also set up the irrigation high. Used to be on the ground, kind of like what I did first with a Muscadine Vineyard. It was on the ground, and you can't mow. I put it mid-high before on the Muscadine. Now it's actually on the vine trellis, so I can really mow underneath, because once those vines are long, can't do much underneath. Okay, these are the heavily watered trees that we have. So you can see here, these are half gallon an hour emitter, and look how much I have. It's just kind of basically this, even though they're taproot, I'm like watering around them by a lot. So I don't know how long I can keep this up, experimenting with Paw Paws in a really hot Texas summer. And yeah, but I don't want to get rid of them. This is a hobby orchard, you know. My livelihood is not at stake with the success of this plant. So, you know, it's more like an experiment. I should have planted them. Well, I'm going to clear all that, by the way, under canopy, or at the edge of the canopy right there. However, they still get plenty of sun even if you put them in there. Maybe I should have put them over there by the forest. The stuff grows there, I mean, like crazy. Oh, look at all this. So I'm gonna collect all the seeds. Asparagus. These are the elderberry. And my unsuccessful mushroom area right there with dead oaks. Yeah, maybe right here. It doesn't get, it gets some sun at the beginning, maybe like 2 hours. I see them in Georgia. They're under canopy of large trees, Paw Paws. So maybe in the future, right there by the Loquat. So they still get up to midday sun, and then total protection after that, where the heat here in Texas is intense. It's the late afternoon. So I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep them. You know, I'm 5 years in. It's not like uh, I don't have space for other plants to thrive or plant. It's just that these are 5 years old. I was hoping 3 years old, you know, they'll be double or triple this size, but I was mistaken. And same sentiments with a lot of Texas growers. There's some successful ones. Kelsey Creek Farm, man, they've got Paw Paws growing like crazy. But I've also been told by other viewers that planted Paw Paw, they ended up just pulling them up after 5 years. So I don't think I'll do that. I'll just leave them here. Kind of, I'll do my part in making sure they thrive. And next year, since the native Paw Paw flowered this year, so I'm guessing next year we'll have more flowers. I'm gonna start hand pollinating. So I have the 4 varieties right here. Benson, Shenandoah, Susquehanna, and Atwood. This were planted, so those are 5 years. So this would be their 3rd year in ground. They look healthy. This one just woke up, Shenandoah woke up late. I don't even know if this are variety that would thrive even more in the heat. It's just that whatever is available at Bob Wells, I get excited because I don't see a lot of Paw Paws, so I just buy them and then research and regret later. I did went there yesterday, and man, they have stuff that I don't have. So it's the dilemma of a hobby farm when you're experimenting with stuff. You become a hoarder. You want to know how this works here, or if you could make it work, that kind of stuff. All right, so starting next year, God willing, I'm gonna start hand pollinating, and let's see if we get some fruit. Man, I would love to just have one. Chickasaw plum. I was hoping this will be the year. This will give me fruit, but the late frost, man, it ruined plum and peach. Our production for our plums and peach is just almost nothing. You can see 1 or 2 or 3, and then the problem with that is, well, the good thing about that, they'll be big and sweet and all that, but since you only have like that, the squirrel will go like, well, they already named those things. And when you're about to, when you say, they'll be ready tomorrow, the squirrel will have that in their notes and wake up at 4, beat you to it. So anyway, back to Paw Paws. Ring mulch, it's doubled. As you can see here, I accidentally mowed this stuff, and it shreds in like little chunks. Like, it's pretty tough. It doesn't disintegrate. Maybe it will eventually, but it'll probably take like years and years. And I can just lay on top another one if I damage it with a mower. And I got plenty of these. I have hundreds of these. So this mineral buckets right here, that's a lot of compost soil. I did experiment before with transferring blackberry runners. My mistake was I didn't pay attention. They were triple crown. They're triple crown. You don't want vining or cane on pots. They just go nuts like an octopus. You want something erect like prime arc, ponca, Osage, but not triple crown. So I ended up not pursuing that. But I gotta empty all this, dump all this compost soil somewhere and clear all this. We do want the orchard right here, especially by the tree house, a little bit nice looking. So I don't want to put wood chip. I don't mind mowing the grass here. It's a lot of grass to mow, about 6 acres, but Yeah, I don't want it looking dead like that. So that all that grass will recover for the month of May, and then will slow down probably around July. But I'm gonna clear all that. All right, so Paw Paws are doing all right, leaf wise, vegetation wise. The native or American, well, they're all American. The native one, not the name variety, are doing well. So look at how healthy the leaves are, because it's been raining and it's not scorching, you know. First 2 years you gotta shade this. They would just not, the leaf would not even look like this. It'll dry up so quick. So kind of like persimmons. When you have persimmons, the first 2 years you gotta shade them, otherwise they get scorched. But after, on their third year, I didn't put the shade in there. They were fine as long as you water them. Pawpaw, after 2 years, you don't need to shade them anymore, even in the Texas heat, as long as they get water. They love to drink. Hopefully we'll get growth on the name varieties right here. Okay, so that's our kind of irrigation. This one kind of tricky because I put them in here. So I do have, I watered this manually. There's only 2 of them anyway. Everything here has got drip irrigation, everything except for this 2. Because I don't want to run, maybe if I run it, I'll run it underneath and then make a inverted T for the emitter and then bury it. Maybe that's what I'll do, because I don't want another line right here. I want them all kind of in a row. I don't want to get clothesline and forget when I'm riding the mower. So yeah, so that's our pawpaw drip irrigation update and mulching.